welcome to our weekend vlog. It's been a crazy day. Deanne's boys were over here. She's running a marathon on Sunday, half marathon. How are you feeling about it, Dee?
I'm so scared and so nervous.
So
it's so far.
It is. It's 22 point what?
1 kilometers. For you Americans, 13 miles.
13 miles she's running, but we're so proud of her, and so we're all going to be out there rooting for her. So I watched the boys today, and we made some blackberry muffins dipped in lavender sugar. Oh my goodness, you can see how many are left. And then I had made this Saskatoon jelly for Deanne, so I'm giving it to her today. I have been using my dehydrator. Turner and Ozzy went outside and we picked a lot of mint and we dehydrated it. And I'm using it to make incense. This is dehydrated roses, sage, and mint, and it smells beautiful. And so Deanne has been asking how to weave, and all of her friends are into weaving, and she wanted to weave, and so she was going to buy a loom. How much are the looms, Steve?
Well, first of all, you couldn't find it. She was closed.
Right. Oh yeah, because I hence this clip right here. So Deanne and I are looking for the store called Tassels and Dreams, and it's a really cool little craft store in Ardrossan, which, according to Siri, we're here.
We've arrived. Yeah,
But
isn't that lovely?
there's nothing here but this. We don't know where we are. We're really in the middle of nowhere, and we're kind of lost.
And Siri said,
Siri said, arrived. And she keeps turning us around to another place that's completely empty. Arrived. And it says, I don't know where we are. And if we pull into these places and then they've got dogs.
I know, I don't want to be attacked.
I don't want to be killed. So we don't know where we look. We're going into the middle of nowhere.
We'll turn around.
All right then. So,
Hi.
hi. Hun, did you put enough soup on? Because we've got company. If this was nighttime, I'd be petrified because a cop just went by and he slowly
It was a
drove.
girl.
Oh, was it a lady cop?
Yes.
Oh, I didn't even know that.
Yeah.
Oh.
She didn't look that
So she probably knows where Tassels and Dreams
She probably
is.
leaves.
She probably goes there herself. We will find it. I'll be back. We've located the post office and the fire station. We're in the town. We asked this kind man to help us, and he said, you know what, go to the town.
We're in town.
We don't, what is that? The Memorial Hall. There's got to be more to the town than this. Come on. Come on, Ardrossan. They must have an information center. This is ridiculous.
I just want my loom.
So, we found the woman, and Deanne texted her friend, whose friend it is, and yes, she's here, and she's does it out of her house, and the post office lady was going to show us where, but then Deanne's friend, in the meantime, texted and said, but she's out of town. So, we drove for an hour. She's not here. So we're on to plan B. Never fail. We will find Deanne a loom today. That's our goal.
Yeah. But they were selling, I think, for $60.
$60 for loom, and I'm like, Deanne, I have a loom. I have a loom. And then she showed me.
Question. So here, so I go like that.
Let me see. So it's behind this
So I
one,
go
so
in
you're going to
front of this
go
one, like that?
around. Yeah.
Okay.
So I told her that I've been weaving, like I used to weave all the time.
Probably at my age.
Yes, at your age, and I sewed.
21.
Yeah, exactly. I actually younger than you was weaving. Anyway, I sold my weavings and everything, and I said I still have my loom because I just refused to give it away. I don't know why. I don't know why, and I think it's because I was supposed to give it to my daughter. So the loom that her acquaintances are using are totally different than this loom. They have nails in them, I think, and it's just a little bit different loom. And then when we were searching that day, it just came to me. I said, Deanne, I used the Salish loom. I don't know how I remembered it. So I researched on YouTube Salish looms. It is so hard to find anything about them. And so I found the Squamish First Nations people. And the most interesting thing, this is their tradition. It's basically called Squamish weaving. That's right, Dee.
Is that right?
Yeah, Squamish weaving. And so I remembered, oh yeah, I remember that, the warp, the weft, and all that stuff. So I just showed her today. And are you excited, Dee?
So excited.
It's so cool. And the really cool tradition of the Squamish is you are supposed to pass this down to your daughter. And so I saved my loom all these years and I passed it to Dee, and I'm so happy. So I'm happy.
And it's a good distractor because I'm so nervous.
Yes, and this is gonna be, it's so calming. It is.
Maybe it'll make me run faster because I'll just want to go home and loom.
Yeah, probably. Knowing you, it's you want to go home and weave.
Yeah, or weave, yeah.
Yes, and
I
that's
guess I have to finish
loom. What was that called?
warping.
Warping, right. And what is this stuff called?
Wefting.
Perfect. And then the dowel opens the gate, if you can see that. And she can just shove her needle through. And it saves 1/2 the step. So when she comes back this way, she has to go over, under, over, under. So she puts that up. And then she goes over, under, over, under. And use a fork or a pick, or there's weaving, combs, whatever. You can spend as much as you want, but how much did we spend yet? You bought a ball of wool
For
right
$10.
there. $10 ball of wool.
And I could even get cheaper, but I just really liked it because it was called cake.
And she didn't need to get wool?
No,
between
not at all.
you and me?
Not at all.
Not at all.
Not at all.
Okay.
But it was pretty.
It was pretty. So I just want to show you what Richard's doing. So if you remember, we used to have pictures on the piano of all the grandkids. And so we have decided that we want them like this over the piano. I saw this on Pinterest. I think I mentioned it to you before, and I could not find white frames. Went to the dollar store and bam-o, there they were. So I was so happy. But this picture of Turner and Ozzy, it's supposed to be upside down. They are upside down in the picture. Look at little Chilster's hair. Such a cutie pie. Look at Trim over there. And Ozzy's such a goofball. He's such a goof, Deanne, your child. That picture of him in that sock. Oh, so there's, and if you'll notice, some of them are empty. Well, because we have to print some more, but we're leaving them blank for the new baby. So we can fill it in when he gets here. And this is the most recent picture of them in Drumheller. They look like they're standing outside an old-fashioned soda shop. And actually, it was an old-fashioned store, wasn't it? It was really old. And they got a Slurpee and it was pouring rain. So I love that picture. So yeah, I love how this is gonna look. And then my sign will still sit on the piano that says Grandchildren Rock. So yeah, looks good, Rich.
Whatever.
So since I last talked to you, I had a really bad face paint attack. It was awful. So Deanne took her weaving home, and Richard finished putting up the pictures. But they look so cute, but it's so dark in here. We still haven't got a good lamp, but I don't know if you can see them if I go up close. Look at how cute the babies are. And that one's, like I said, is supposed to be upside down. They were laying on my kitchen floor upside down. And then over there, that's dark. That's Turner kissing his cousin. And Shelly's curls. And then that one I showed you. And silly Ozzy. And this one is almost a award-winning picture. Look at the way Turner is looking at Chili eating a banana. Because Chili's dad has anaphylactic shock allergies. So I was saying that in this picture here, I wish you could see it clear because it's so dark, but Turner is looking at Chili, who's eating a banana, and Chili's daddy, Jesse, is severely allergic to bananas, and the look on Turner's face is like, dude, do you have any idea? It looks like a commercial. It's so funny. Deanne's friend snapped it with her cell phone, and it's just, you know, when you catch one of those moments, it's just perfect. So there's that one, and this one. But the one I love the most, this was my idea. Coming soon, October 2016. So it's empty. And so that's for the new baby. And we have space. We designed this layout. That was the hardest part, is getting the layout so that we could add to it. So in that corner up there, and this corner here, and there, we can add new pictures. And we can always change these ones too. But I think it looks nice and it declutters the top of the piano because we had so many picks up there before. And I love it. I saw it on Pinterest, but like Richard says, yeah, seeing it on Pinterest and actually being the one that has to do the grunt work of measuring perfectly all of these pictures, it's a lot of work, but it's so well worth it. And I just decided at the last minute, I want them in black and white because everything in our room is like, it's so cool tones, you know, like here. And it looks so much better in black and white. It just really does. So yeah, so that's what Richard did while I was resting all afternoon. So we're just gonna eat supper, and he's gonna pick some supper up. Oh, speaking of eating, you know how I was doing the what was I doing? The I'm losing my thoughts so badly lately, and it's medication that's doing it. But you guys know what I was doing before, the gluten-free, whatever that diet was. Anyway, it didn't work at all for me, not for me. So I thought, you know what, you go back to your GI, this one. And it's not so much a diet as it is a way to eat. And it really is eliminating sugar and anything that creates sugar, like pastas and carbs that create sugar. There are some carbs that don't. This, for me, I started this on Monday. I've lost 3 pounds. So for my body, this is the way to eat. And it's funny when you sway away from eating like this for a while, because I ate like this, and then I in the back of my head I always thought, oh, I'm still eating GI. No, I'm not. I'm eating cookies and chocolate bars, and that's not GI. They're not allowed, Monica. Snickers are not allowed on low glycemic index. There is sugar in that. So, although I don't put sugar in my coffee, tea, cereal, or anything like that, I was eating a lot of sugar. I still only eat whole wheat pasta, and I still only eat basmati rice. I've never left that, but I was adding sugar to my diet. So while I still had the general base for this, I was way off track. It's like my train derailed. So just by bringing it back on track, 3 days, 3 pounds. Well, no, sorry, 5 days, 3 pounds. So yeah, that's pretty good. So I'm just gonna stick to this for a while until I've gained like an excess of like 9 pounds that I didn't have before. I can always lose more than 9 pounds, but I'd like to get that 9 pounds off first and then go from there. Baby steps. So here's a quicker view. It's morning, next day, so you can see, and that's that picture I was talking about. So see the coming soon, October 2016. Julie and Jesse were so touched by that, but gee, it looks nice. You come in from the front door, love it. So I'm just gonna light this candle. It is just so beautiful. It's one of those lilac candles from Michael's. And we've had this one burning for the last few days, and wow, it smells beautiful. Got some lavender from Deanne's garden, and it's just sitting there drying, but that candle is amazing. So I was gonna get some laundry done today. I'm going out for lunch with my mom and Burl. Do you remember Burl from Las Vegas? She was my mom's friend, and we used to go shopping, and she took us to Michael Jackson's house and all of that. Well, she's in town, and so she's coming over here about 11:30, and then I'm going to take her to my mom's, and she's coming with her sister, and take her to my mom's, and then I thought, take her to the Enjoy Center for lunch. That would be such a nice place to go for lunch. I'm just going to have my oatmeal. This GI oatmeal is fantastic because you can do it up ahead of time and then just heat it up and chow down, and you can throw some fruit in it if you want to, or if you don't want to. Up to you. So I'm going to throw a load of laundry in while that's heating up. Just gonna have a coffee while I update my Midori. I love this. Artsology made me this a couple years ago. Love it. and I just recently started working in it. So I'm just getting hip to the bullet journaling. Didn't know what it was. It drove me nuts. I couldn't figure it out. Got it now. But on my insert page here, I have this chore chart that we've done for a while, and I just readjusted it to different chores. But like, this is what we do Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, whatever. And today is Saturday, so laundry, bathrooms, and Richard does yard work, or I help him, and he helps me. And so the laundry's in right now, bathrooms are done, yard work, and then on swing day, which is on Friday, you do a swing chore. So like, you might wipe down the walls, wash the dogs. That's what we did this week. Miscellaneous, which would be pantry closet, linen closet, food cupboards, closets, bedroom, hallway, you know, things like that that you only do maybe once a month if you even do it that much. So I make the bed, clean the kitchen, dishwasher, feed the dogs every day, start supper, rest midday, and then supper, sink cleanup, start dishwasher, declutter the house and the trash. The reason this is on here, most of you are going to think, well, I already know what I do every day. But there are days that I'm sick. And one of my bugaboos is getting way far behind in the chores. It just, clutter drives me nuts. So Richard has this, and he also has this. So if I can't do it, he does it. And now he's down to working half days every day. So that's great. But this bullet stuff, loving it, loving it, loving it, loving it, loving it. I'll do a separate video on this. But I love it, like on my Midori. So that was, today is the 20th, I think. Yeah. And so I forgot yesterday. Well, I didn't forget, but I was, like I said, in a lot of pain, so I didn't update yesterday. So I'm going to do that right now. So I did her loom. I didn't do that, so I have to move this. I'll do it off camera. So I just got home from lunch with Burl and her sister Brenda, and Burl's nephew, Michael. And Michael's dad is the man who I'm writing that book for, the producer, the record producer guy that I'm writing that really cool book for. If you go vlog way back, I'll refer to that again another time. So yeah, I'm home and I'm going to hit my art room because, oh my God, I haven't been in there in so long. And now that we're more organized, I just said to Richard, it's so weird because our house is always clean. Everything's always up to date, you know, and it's just bizarre. Started knitting another pair of sockies. Love them. Hang on, I'll show you. See? They just make their own kind of pattern. And what I had done is I had started knitting them in the car when we went to Salt Spring Island with this wool. It was such a headache. They had this spiral sock pattern or whatever, and it was just a waste. So I pulled it all out and I said to Richard, I just want to use my regular kind of worsted weight sock pattern. So I doubled that up with this gray. And it is just turning out lovely. I love these socks. Every pair of socks I make, I love. And Richard's like, and Deanne too, why don't you sell them in a craft sale? I'm like, no, because I love them. But who needs 20 pairs of knitted socks? Do you know what I mean? So at some point, I'll start getting rid of them and just make more, you know? So yeah. So Richard's out here working on the yard. Richard?
Yeah.
Say hi to the vloggers.
Hi, folks.
How are you feeling?
Oh, okay. My back's still sore.
Is it better?
No,
It is too.
no, it's not better,
Well, it's not as bad as it was when it first happened.
but it's getting better.
Yeah, it's better.
Yeah.
It's annoying. That's what it
Still,
is.
it's old age.
Old man. So he just cut down part of this. Can't even tell you cut some of it. Oh yeah, you can. You know how? The sun. I just can feel it on my face. I'm like, I don't normally feel sun standing out here. So yeah, it's right there. So those branches down there came down, but this tree had some kind of fungus on it.
No.
Yeah, see these big bullion things?
Oh, that's just part of the. Yeah,
That's a fungus.
that's just part of the tree. It's protected from the. I think. I don't know.
Yeah, Laura said it was a fungus.
Is it?
Yeah, but it doesn't seem to be affecting the
It might.
tree
It might kill the tree,
eventually.
the branch. Yeah.
Yeah.
the panoramic views of the Edmonton River Valley as you run along the top. But the beauty of it is it's an out and back course, so the leaders get to see the people behind them and get to be cheered by them. Those running in the mid-pack and back of the pack get to see the leaders and just how fast they are running.
Tom McGrath, an Edmonton man, won the Edmonton Marathon last year, but he'll be competing in the half marathon this year instead to prepare for the upcoming Chicago Marathon. You can head to inews880.com to find a full list of road closures affected by the marathon. Kyle.
So we're at Jesse and Julia's, and we are having coffee, and we're heading out to watch Deanne run her first half marathon, and it is 7:52 a.m. Yeah. Who's good supportive family? Woohoo! We are. So there's like, how many thousands of runners did they say? 4,000?
I don't know.
I think there's 4,000 runners in this race, so it's amazing.
4,000 what?
Runners. And look at this fine, look at this fine family. Everybody look at me quickly. Say hi.
Hi.
I'm gonna take it, and Papa, I'm gonna take an Instagram picture. I don't see her.
I don't see it.
Where?
Where?
Where, Brody?
Right there in the purple.
I see purple.
Right inside. Wait.
Right.
Gordy!
It's Gordy! I don't see her.
I don't see her.
Here.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah! Yeah! Woohoo! Woohoo!
You look good!
You look good! We love you, Dee! We love you! Keep it up! Woohoo!
Hey, where's Timmy's?
Timmy!
Let's roll. Next spot. Bye, people.
Bye.
So we're just heading up to the finish line, which is downtown Edmonton. Congratulations! And look at the beautiful city valley. Look at the pyramids.
Timothy Sorensen,
Gorgeous.
Jamie
It's
Nishi,
beautiful
Randy
down
Nicholas,
here.
Amber Story,
It's a nice view
Jennifer Brunn,
of Edmonton.
Fistra, Melissa
Those
Kendrick,
pyramids are
Denise Schmitz,
greenhouses. They have different gardens, and there's the riverboat down there.
and Mackenzie Rush from Calgary.
Coming into the finish line, you can hear the music.
Eddie Rappel,
It's awesome.
Trina Sanchez,
Miller Tate, Angela Jones.
Good, she did it! What a great time! Everybody's so proud. Look how good she looks. Oh, she looks just like I would look after 21 marathons, 21 Ks. Yeah, right. Okay, before we eat, you guys, boys, listen. Let's give a little cheers to Deanne for her race. Hey, Deanne, let's cheers to Dee. Yay, Deanne. Good job, honey.
And thank you everyone for coming out to support me. It means a lot.
You're welcome. And I'm just so famished after watching the half
Thanks for coming to
marathon.
watch me. You're very popular on Instagram.
I'm outside. I'm doing some art journaling downstairs, and I keep hearing this airplane going over around our house. I have no idea what it is. You can probably hear it in the background. It keeps going over and over our house. Here it comes again. I'm trying to figure out what it is. Trying to be nosy in the sky. Here it's looking pretty. I'm going to be having a baby shower for Julia in September on the 18th. And I hope the yard still looks pretty because it tends to be quite warm in September. So I hope there's still some flowers. It'll look nice. So I just finished my art journal page, Becoming Grounded. Oh, that was so cathartic to do. Feels so good. I love it. So I'm just going to go chill on the couch. I think I might do some knitting and upload my art journal page. It's kind of dark, sorry. And just chill for a little while. It's been a crazy weekend. And I want to thank you so much for joining us, for coming along with us to Deanne's half marathon. And I was so proud of her, you know. I think that's just an amazing accomplishment. Amazing to me. Like, you push your body, and just because you want to do that is the thing that baffles my brain. You know, people always say, oh, you have such athletic children. I go, yeah, I create athletes. I am not one. Well, I used to be, and I love to swim, and I would probably swim and swim and swim if I could. But just that drive inside of you to want to run 21 kilometers. Like, what? And she did so well, and she looked so good afterwards. And she couldn't really eat her breakfast, though. She was getting that lactic acid buildup, and then you get stomach cramps a bit. And it again, it's amazing to watch how the human body responds to that kind of stuff, you know, because it's not every day you run that far. And lactic acid buildup, and then Jesse's a trainer, so he took her out of the restaurant and kind of walked with her for a while to try to get that acid absorbed back into your body. And then she was able to eat a little bit. But I'm so proud of her. Way to go, Deanne. 2 thumbs up. The other one's holding the camera. So thanks a lot for coming along with us, and we'll see you guys all again next week. Bye. Check out my art journal. I'm back at it, people. Hooray. Bye.